Welcome everybody to Shacknews PAX East 2018 stream, and we have Ben with us, co-founder of Bishop.
Hello.
And he's here to show us Lightfall. First off, how's PAX East been for you?
It's been pretty busy, pretty crazy, but so much fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I also have the intern, Donovan, here.
Yep, nice to be here.
You've had a chance to play this game, correct?
Yeah, I got to jump in and play about a half hour Lightfall yesterday, and I actually had a lot of fun with it. It's
gotcha.
a pretty fun game, so I'm interested to get to talk to you about it.
Awesome. And it's a side-scrolling platformer, correct?
Yep, basically it's a platformer where you control your own platform
Okay.
as a player.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. How long has it been in development?
Far too long.
Far too long?
When we release at the end of this month, the total of development will be 4 years.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha. So what are you
Okay.
going to show us today?
we have the PAX demo, which is basically the first few levels of the game, just some sort of introduction of the game.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's jump right in.
Cool.
Anybody in the chat, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions for Ben about Lightfall or about
Yeah,
Bishop,
send
feel
them
free to
through.
hit us up.
Well, don't keep an eye on
Alright,
that. I'll,
so this is the
I'll
first
pull up
level.
the chat.
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, you play this teenage boy, right? And you appear out of nowhere in the strange world of Numbra. It's a world without daylight. It's always nighttime over there. So
Okay.
at first, you're just trying to understand what you're doing there.
All right.
Yeah.
And I won't spoil all the story, obviously, but as
Don't
you,
give us all of
Yeah.
the nuggets, right?
as
Yeah.
you pick up some clues, you realize something really bad is happening, and it will be up to you to save the land and all the inhabitants.
Okay.
Okay.
I see immediately one of the first things that jumps out to me is that this is a lot faster than your average
Yep.
side-scrolling platformer.
Yep.
Okay.
It's really fast-paced, and that's why we have a speedrun mode on top of the story mode.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Was there like a moment where y'all kind of trying to decide on how fast you wanted it to be?
It came naturally with the platform. As I said, right now you see I'm finding the platform that I'm going to control for the entire game.
Okay.
So like I said, Lightfall is a platformer where you control your own platform. So you can double jump with it. You can do so many things with it that fast and speed just comes naturally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically like a double jump, right? You see, I just press the jump button again, and I can spawn the
Yeah.
platform under me.
Oh,
Now you
okay.
see, I've done it 4 times, and when it's full red like this,
That's it.
means I gotta land on something
Yeah, you
to
gotta
recharge
hit
it.
you gotta hit some
Okay.
ground to reset
Understood.
it. Yeah,
There's a
that
lot
was
of strategy that comes with that. That's pretty cool.
And that was a concept I really liked, the platform where you control your own platforms.
Yep.
Because that can be one of the most frustrating things in the game when you're like, I just need to get right there. If I could just get a platform right there, I could just get to that one piece. So having control over that is
And
really
what's funny is
interesting.
like it can save your life. Like I missed my jump here. Oh, I can spawn my platform and just go back.
Just
you know?
get back.
That happened to me a ton of times yesterday. You fall and you're like, crap, and you hit the button and you just you save yourself.
Exactly. And
it's pretty neat.
so yeah, and that was the main idea. It was just to give the freedom for the players, you know. And
Yeah.
what better way than in a platformer than to allow them to control their own platform?
And
True.
it seems like that makes the game easier, but it actually opens the door to a whole plethora of new challenges and whatnot.
Exactly. Some people, when we explain the game at first, it must be easy. But funnily enough, once you play the game, you realize
Yeah.
that there's still a lot of challenge into it. So.
Yeah.
And in the story mode, we have cinematics. I will skip it, but in the story mode we have cinematics between every level and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'll just stay on the gameplay for now.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check it out if you want to see these awesome cutscenes.
Exactly.
We're gonna give you some of the action right now.
And in the story mode, you will explore the 4 different regions of Numbra, the world in which the adventure takes place.
All right.
And each region has its own color palette, environment, and enemies. So a lot of exploration you can go. We've have a lot of hidden collectibles. I will show you one right now.
All right, y'all getting an insider look. Oh, wow.
So you
Okay.
There's
can
a secret
find many
area right
things
here.
into the game if you want to explore, because we have this mechanic, right, that allows you to explore. So that's another thing.
Yeah, you can maneuver the platform. I didn't know that.
The platform can become the character. So it's the one moving around, but the downside is you cannot move the character at the same time. So
Right.
it allows you to block lasers, like in this case, grab the collectible and bring it back to the checkpoint.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That opens up a whole nother level of puzzles
Yep.
available in this. So
And you
got
can
the
always
environment and
speedrun
everything.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
You can go the slow way or just time your jump. See,
Oh,
so
sweet.
Oh, wow.
there's a lot of speedrun potential, definitely.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can definitely see this being a speed run streamer friendly game.
See, this is definitely more up my alley as far as the speed goes. I don't know how good I'm going to actually be at it, but I'll give it a shot. It's pretty cool. Plus, I
usual-
can bail myself out.
Yeah, usually it takes maybe like 10 to 15 minutes to get the hang of it. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty intuitive. So I'd say you'll do pretty pretty much fine.
You say that now.
Yeah.
You don't know my struggle just yet.
So now we have a new move coming up. You can also attack by sending the platform forward and break some parts of the level or attack some enemies.
Okay.
Nice.
So as you progress, like I said, you learn many more ways to use the cube, and it's just become like a Swiss knife, right? There's so many
Swiss Army
utilities.
knife,
Yeah, it's a good way to describe it, Swiss Army knife.
So it's up to you to decide how you're going to beat this level or you're going to beat this challenge.
Okay. Is that something that kind of was at the forefront of your mind in creation, just kind of a speed run type of game or a game that looks really good for speed runs?
What's funny is that the speedrun idea came about at PAX East 2 years ago.
Really?
Because
Okay.
we had our setup was 2 TVs next to each other, right?
Yeah.
And we had a timer for the demo, but it was just to compile what was the average time the players would take to complete.
Oh, okay.
But what we saw is that the friends will start a demo at the same time
Start
and
a
use
game.
the timer
Competitive.
to race each other. So we said, when we came back, we said we need to make a speedrun mode.
That's pretty interesting.
So in the speedrun mode, how does it work is that you have an online leaderboard and you can find, let's say you can find your friend, download his ghost and race against it in real time. So you see how he did it because you see the path he chose.
that he took?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, that's pretty cool.
That'll be fun. Trying to set the record, see who can beat the level fastest out of your friends.
Exactly, and yeah.
I'm sure folks on YouTube will find bat crazy loopholes and beat it in like 11 seconds.
Has anyone on the show floors like found ways to traverse it that y'all didn't think about at all?
After 4 years, no. But
No.
In the first times we showed it, of course, like they found new ways, and we're like, how did we not think about this? Like we're the devs, and
That is awesome.
So something I wanted to ask you about on here was the UI,
Yep.
or the heads-up display. So you're looking at the screen, and really there's no health bar, there's no stamina bar, there's no magic gauge. What came to that decision for you guys to just leave that kind of stuff out?
the decision was that we wanted to make an immersive game, right? Because we have in-game narration, we have cinematics. So
Yeah.
having UI was a bit contradictory to that feeling. So
Right.
we just tried to put the tips in the game. So you see on the checkpoint there's the triangles and the tiers, right?
Yes.
So those are the indicators that the collectibles in this level. So when you find collectibles, they will highlight on the checkpoint. So you know how many left you have to find in each level by looking at the checkpoint. So that's just one of those things that we try to put the UI into the game itself.
Okay.
As
Okay.
for the cube itself, when you use it, you see the triangle going empty. So that's the charges. You see, I can't do it anymore. And when you touch the ground, it recharges. So the UI itself is integrated into the game elements.
Yeah, and it
Nice.
shows you even when you're moving the block around, it has like a little time bar.
Yep.
I guess for
Yeah,
how
when
long you can move
exactly. When you run with it, there's like a timer.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, we tried to make it as less intrusive as possible. So this is my favorite level because you can control a boat with the platform.
This was pretty
Oh,
tricky yesterday. This
wow.
is the one that got me a lot
Oh,
yesterday.
wow.
You can use it to spin, to go forward and backwards.
Okay, that's cool. That's very cool.
And what we try to do in Lightfall is that have the casual path, which is the path, the most obvious path, right? But truth is, we can also skip the boat entirely. Like if you
This is what I
That's
ended
for
up
the
doing.
speedrunners.
exactly, so you can skip all parts of the level if you're skilled enough. That's what we try to do in every level, basically, like a casual approach and
Okay.
a speedrunning approach.
That area right there to the left, I want to see you beat that. Because I tried it yesterday and I was like, this is impossible. I got to the bottom of it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I got to the bottom of it and then I got stuck.
But then getting back up. Oh, you didn't know you could break that bottom platform?
There you go.
Surprise!
And you see, I brought the collectible back, and now it highlights on the checkpoint. So it tells me I have 1 out of 4 collectibles for this level.
So how embarrassed are you right now?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I must not have broken the ground when I went through. I don't think I landed all the way on the ground. That was my problem.
And we're almost at the end of the demo, which is the first boss.
Okay.
And it's a speedrunning boss because we love speedruns.
Okay.
So
Speedrunning boss.
Yep,
How exactly does that work?
you will see soon enough.
Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Speed running boss. I love the color palette in the background. That looks really pretty.
Yeah, it is very beautiful. I love the color palette.
And let's go, I think.
Is the art design kind of inspired by anything particular?
TCG Meta agrees in the chat.
Obviously, the silhouette style. Most people always compare us to Limbo, which is obviously natural
Yeah,
because
with the darker
Yep.
kind of tone.
a lot of colors that are also similar in Ori in the Blind Forest, I'd
Okay.
say. And for the gameplay itself, more like of a Super Meat Boy with the difficulty and fast pace. So it's
Right.
a mix
Okay.
of those games.
Some good games
Yeah,
to
that
mix.
has the fluid animation.
All right, so now we're going to the boss.
Speed run boss, everyone.
Yep.
All right. I didn't get this far yesterday. Played for
Yeah,
half an hour.
you can figure out how to open the bottom platform.
Played for half an hour. Didn't
So
get this
you
far.
have this big dragon chained in the background. and
Trying
you
to save him.
You have to free him.
Okay.
But he's trying to get away from the chains, and by doing so, he's creating huge waves.
Okay.
So you just have to go and free him, but you have to go
No,
to a safe spot.
okay. You got to stick behind that wave.
Exactly. And it's coming back to get you. So, and then you break one part, and you have to follow the chains all the way to the
And
end.
break each and every one of them.
Exactly.
That's pretty dope.
So that makes sense. A speed run boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'll try not to die in front of everybody.
That's okay. Donovan already embarrassed himself
Yeah.
with that whole barrier thing. We're good.
Totally.
And I died. I choked.
Almost a clean run.
Yeah.
There's 3 chains, right? You're almost there.
Yeah, was at the last section too.
Yep. Gotcha. So do the future bosses are kind of designed around this. They all have a speed run element to them.
Not all of them, but some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of each act of the game, so each region of Lightfall, there's a boss, and some of them will be speedrun oriented, and some of them will be about surviving for X amount of time and other things like that. So we try
Okay.
to spice it up a little bit, but
That's
yeah,
good.
speedrun is definitely a big part of the game.
Gotcha.
So.
I assume you're gonna have to attack some of the bosses with like the box itself.
Exactly.
There are a lot of opportunities for different types of levels, of course, and the boss fights.
Yeah.
I got it.
Perfect.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
So now he's freed.
We
And,
get a pretty
you rescued everybody.
nice cinematic right here.
So roughly, what's the play time for this game? Like, how many levels do you think you're going to be putting out there when it launches?
For the story mode, we think that the average player will take around 6 hours to complete.
Right.
Now, if you want to find all the collectibles, you can add maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours to that. But the big replay value in our eyes is definitely the speedrun mode,
Okay.
because this is where people will be able to compete online to have the fastest times on the leaderboard. So we think that it's really with the speedrun that people will put, tens and thousands of hours into the game.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit more of the experience you've had showing this game off. I've seen you at PAX South myself.
Yep.
I think y'all have been there a few years. How has the reception been?
The reception has always been great, which is we're really fortunate about it. We're really happy that people enjoy the game. It's always fun to showcase. It's the first time we don't have bugs in the demo, so it's
First time?
first time in 4 years.
That's a milestone.
Yep. So yeah, it's been a blast just having fun with other gamers and just talking with people of the industry. So yeah.
Okay, gotcha. You're going to check to see if we got any questions down there? In the
Yeah,
chat?
I can see. If you have any questions, please send them in.
Yeah. While you're checking on that, since there are no bugs, I would assume that you have kind of an idea of a release date.
Yep, we're honestly, to be truthfully, we were supposed to be released at PAX.
Oh, okay.
But we got some delay, so
Okay.
we decided to. Now it's pushed forward to the end of April, so end of this month.
End of the
Okay.
month. Okay,
Yep.
sorry everybody that was expecting for it to come out at PAX
Yep.
East. But end of the month, you're going to be playing Lightfall. Did you have any
on,
other
on
questions?
Steam and Switch.
On Steam and Switch.
Steam and
Awesome.
Switch.
This is going to be
Switch,
perfect
that's
for
good.
Switch.
Yep.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
Switch is a great platform to launch on. There's definitely an audience there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The platformers with the unique elements like this and just having it
Yep.
pick up and go.
Yeah.
Just can't throw the Switch when I'm angry and I fail. That's the only downside of playing on Switch for me. Did you have any questions before we wrap up?
Let's see. I'm not seeing questions. I'm getting some comments. People are saying it looks cool. TCG Meta is a fan of the art style as well.
Okay.
So you definitely got some fans there.
So people in the chat are liking it. So
Yep.
Yeah.
they like what they see. Thank you for coming and showing it to us.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Do you have an exact day at the end of the month, or you kind of just?
Well, because we're really bad with deadlines, I won't say a date, but
Yeah.
end
All
of
right.
this month.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Well, at the next PAX event, it's going to be out.
It'll
We
be
know
out
that
before
much.
For
PAX.
sure,
It'll be out
yeah.
before the next PAX.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. We've got some more streams coming up. The next one, I think we have an RTS coming, Gollum Gates, which is
Okay.
going to be pretty exciting. But thank you for tuning in, and thank you for coming to the booth.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
All right.
Bye, everybody.